If you've been looking at vegan baking recipes, you've probably come across something called a flax egg. But what is it and how does it work? You can't buy flaxseed at the grocery store, but it's easy to make at home. It's a simple combination of 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed and 3 tablespoons of water. You stir it together and you set it aside, and after a few minutes, it gets an almost jelly like or egg white texture. Every egg replacer's list I've ever seen has flax egg right at the top. I've seen it in dozens of YouTube videos saying that it's like the magic bullet for vegan baking. As far as nutrition goes, it's got about half the calories of a chicken egg, a lot more omega-3 fatty acids, and zero cholesterol. But it is lower in protein, and that lower in protein does affect the way it works in baking. After 30 years of baking pies and cakes and cookies and breads and all the things, I've learned that flax egg gives mixed results. So today I'm going to put it to the test, and I'm going to find out what actually works and where it actually doesn't work so that you know how to use it in your recipes. Let's not just talk about it, let's get cooking. I'm going to start by making a cake from a simple boxed cake mix and see how a flax egg works. When you're making a flax egg, you need to make sure that you're using ground flaxseed. Whole flaxseed does not work as well as a flax egg and it does not digest at all. So what you need to do is grind your own flaxseed or buy it ground like I did. If you do buy ground flaxseed, you want to keep it in the refrigerator or in the freezer to keep it from going rancid. Now, I've always wondered, do you have to create a flax egg or can you just throw the ground flaxseed and water into your recipe and it works like a flax egg? So today I'm going to try both ways and we can see which one works better. One thing a lot of people don't talk about when they talk about flaxseed is it does have a flavor. It's not just how it works in a recipe. I remember one time I was cooking for about 150 kids at a high school and I made a whole big batch of cookies, and the cookies tasted a little bit fishy. And I think that's because of all the omega-3 fatty acids. So, one rule you need to know is don't replace too many eggs in a recipe because you're going to get a weird taste. I've learned since then that golden flax seeds have a milder flavor and they also don't have as dark of a color when you're baking. This is the cake batter. I'm going to put it in some pans and put it in the oven. Okay, let's make some cookies. I'm going to make a simple brown sugar cookie recipe. I did do a video where I tried 11 different egg replacers for cookies, and I'll link that up here in the card in the description box below, and you can see how the different egg replacers work in cookies. I did learn that experiment that you can, for cookies at least, throw the flaxseed and the water into the batter, and you don't have to bother with making a whole flax egg. All right, those are ready for the oven. See the difference? These are the ones that had the flax egg not mixed together, and these ones had the flax egg mixed together. Cake is out in the oven. Let's compare these two cakes. This one here is the one where I mixed the flax egg together ahead of time, and it made a much darker cake. It's almost gray, which I don't find very attractive in my baked goods. The cake texture is a little bit moister and denser, and I'm not sure this is what I want when I'm making something like a birthday cake. This one here, I did not mix the flax egg together ahead of time, and you can see it's almost crumbling and falling apart. So using a flax egg as an egg replacer in a cake, it doesn't seem to be a really good option. Maybe if you're making something that already has a dense texture, like a muffin or a carrot cake or a brownie or a real moist chocolate cake, this would be fine because the gray color wouldn't show up and it would still taste good. But flax egg and cakes, my vote is no. So looking at the cookies, this cookie you can see is the darker color. This one had the flax egg mixed together and gelled up, and it came out with a decent texture. It's not cakey. And then this one, I did not mix the flax and the water together. I just added them separately into the batter. And I've done this in a video before. I like this texture better. So it saves you the time of having to gel up that flax egg. Flax works pretty well in a cookie, but you don't need to make a flax egg. You can simply throw in the ground flaxseed in the water into your batter, and that will make a fine cookie. So for cookies, a flax egg is not necessary. You can just use the flaxseed. So far, the flax egg, it's not winning any awards. But I think I know why. I think people are just copying, pasting this whole idea that you can use a flax egg in your baking. They see it on all of the charts and they see it in all the videos and they think, oh, well, I could just replace flax egg in this video. The worst culprits are the people who are making a recipe and they want to give you a vegan version And they just say, well, simply replace your egg for a flax egg, but they haven't actually tried the recipes. I've done that a time or two myself, so I totally get it. But here's really what gets me fired up. When you tell someone who's trying to go plant based that they can simply magically replace all of their eggs with flax eggs and it doesn't work, they get discouraged. They stop wanting to try new recipes. They think if the magic bullet doesn't work, then nothing's going to work. And they just quit. And I hate that because that means they're not going to get the health improvements that they're looking for. But look at this. Can you imagine serving this as a birthday cake? Or serving fishy cookies to 150 hungry kids? Well, it happened to me. And just for the record, bananas on that list of egg replacers, it doesn't work either, unless you want everything to taste like bananas. Don't get me wrong, a flax egg is great for certain things, but it's just not good for everything. You can use it in things that you already want to be moist and dense, and you don't mind the color. Things like quick breads or muffins or even pancakes. But you don't want to use it in something like a meatball because it doesn't have the protein structure. It's going to come out soft and mushy. Every Thanksgiving, my mother in law does fried chick for Thanksgiving dinner, and she uses flax egg in her breading station. She has flour, flax, and then flour again. It works great in a place like that, but not in your birthday cake. And I hope it's obvious that it doesn't work in something like a scrambled egg or a cheesecake. So is the flax egg overhyped? Yes, I think it is. But it is good in certain recipes. So if you're doing some searching online, you find a recipe that calls for a flax egg, it's probably fine if that's a recipe that they've tested and they've tried. But if you see it as a side note, like, well, if you want to make this vegan, just exchange this for a flax egg, it may not work. One thing the flax egg doesn't offer is lift. When you're using regular egg, it brings a lift to whatever recipe you're making. I'm actually thinking about making a video where I show all the different egg replacers for cakes. If you are interested in that, then let me know in the comments below and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss it if you're still starting a plant-based diet and you want more recipes and more tips on how to go plant-based, then I do have the ultimate guide to going plant-based. It's a free download that I'll put in the description box below. If this video has been helpful, then subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell so you don't miss any good recipes. I love to make tried and true recipes and test out new recipes so that you don't ruin a birthday trying to figure it out.